Hey folks, welcome back to the Portable Gamer, welcome back to American Truck Simulator, and welcome to Santa Cruz, California. So I'll tell you a couple of quick things, and then we'll get started. One thing is the game has patched. We are now 1.31.0.84, I believe. So they're continuing to tweak the beta for 1.31. Second thing you can see is I went ahead and threw just kind of a quick and dirty skin on the truck. You know, in our European Truck Simulator profile that we're running, I just randomly picked Reims as our home city, and I did that so I could use the special transport. Reims is one of the cities that has departures of the special transport. It's the only reason I went with that city. But then later, when I decided to start recording and stick with that profile, we had to skin our trucks. I had to skin my trucks. So we became joueur potable out of Reims. Well, can't do that here in the U.S. of America. But we went with JP Transport and Heavy Haul, sister company to Joueur Portable. And the color is similar, but a little bit different. A little more purple, a little more flavor to it. I also upgraded the engine in the truck. Check this out. Wait till this thunder clears. Check this out. This is a Cummins N14.20 open pipe. Obviously very lopey cam, and the exhaust brake on this, you're gonna love it. I hope. Maybe you are. So it's 9:30. We just slept. We are ready to get some work done. There's typically not a lot leaving Santa Cruz. It's not a very big town, but I'm hoping we can find something, and I'd like to head down this way. I'd like to head to, Yuma, El Centro, San Diego. So let's see what we can get. Nothing. Nothing. Okay. No problem. Fresno. No, I don't want to go that way. Santa Maria. Oxnard. We can take Oxnard. I don't like the look of that trailer, though. I don't think that's a... Yeah, well, it's got this little side skirt under it. I believe that's a mod trailer. We don't want that. We take this. Going the wrong way. San Diego. But it's a mod trailer. Bakersfield? And Santa Maria. Well, shoot. Let's haul this to Bakersfield. And also that'll give us an opportunity to see if this trailer... We can haul heavy cargo, it says. To see if that trailer has... the air hoses. Brake off. The brake is on by default now. When you come out of save game. When you come back into the game from a save, the brake is always on by default. Can't really... Okay. That's why. I was zoomed in. I also have face tracking turned off, and the reason is I really did not sleep well last night. And when I say didn't sleep well, I mean I slept a couple hours, which is it's crazy, and it'll make you crazy. So I'm not, jumping around or anything, but I'm just kind of in a mood, and really don't feel like you have to sit. Or at least I have to sit really still when I have the face tracking, the eye tracking going. I'm just not, I guess I'm not really comfortable. Like I'm kind of physically uncomfortable. And I have to say, my life has been remarkably pain-free. I've had a lot of injuries. I've had a lot of sports injuries, broken bones and concussions and that sort of thing. But I've never really been sick. I've never been chronically sick. Never spent the night in the hospital other than for things like concussions. But I've never been sick like that. I've had a really pain-free life. So when I say I'm uncomfortable, as always, I'm not comparing myself to people that have like chronic pain or anything. I'm just physically sort of, just kind of antsy, I guess. And I'm having a hard time getting comfortable. So I don't think sitting still would be a good idea right now. So yeah, that's about it. The engine pack that we put in came with those sounds, and I'm so pleased. I found it a little further down in the workshop than I typically look. I typically start with highest rated when I do a search, and I go a couple layers deep, but not super deep. Let's see if we get a ticket for making a right turn on red. So I go a couple layers deep and then I call it good. And for some reason I went a couple more pages down and I found this great mod. I think it bumps our power from 550 to 840, which is, I mean, to be fair, anybody can go in and you just open up the def file and make the horsepower whatever you want. But there's a skill to it where you want to have actual torque and horsepower curves and make the engine real, make it part of the immersion, part of the simulation. And I feel like this mod maker did a really good job. The sound is just phenomenal. There's so many layers to it. Plus we got the, not here, maybe we can drive around back. Plus I got the skin going. Yep, we'll just drive around the other side. I got the skin going, and that was, we're sort of accidentally in American Truck Sim. We kind of brought this in as a mid-season replacement, as they say in the industry. And I've told you before, I didn't hate this sim. I just didn't like it. And it was weird not liking it because I didn't know why I didn't like it. Like, isn't it the same? Eureka, Sacramento. No, it's got to be this one. Pays all right, I guess. Right. Heavy cargo says we're good. Okay. Well, it's too late now because we're taking it. Man, I really don't feel like doing in-cab in the rain. So, I didn't really like American Truck Sim, and it was fascinating to me that I really didn't know why I didn't like it. I just knew I didn't like it. It just didn't do it for me. Something about it. But it's kind of grown on me, and as silly as it sounds to say this, something like that mod pack with that Lopey cam, that Lopey idle, kind of changes my mind a little bit. Let me see. Do we get cables for this one now? Yes! Fantastic. Oh, it's the little things. Right, 226 miles. Not far, but we do have 90,000 pounds on it. So I guess as I realized, I've sort of come around to American Truck Sim, I realized it was time to go ahead and do a skin. So I have to say, you talk about like a finite tipping point, like just the little things that change your mind about something. And I think about, this sim and how it really wasn't doing it for me. And then I think, okay, we'll throw in a killer engine sound and some air hoses. I'll go ahead and make a skin, and boom, now I like it. You letting me out? Extremely courteous person. Right, that was a handful. So having made the skin, and I'll make, because we have, this is our 389 day cab. We've got a 389 flat top sleeper. Probably didn't take that nearly as wide as I should have, but we got lucky. We've also got a 389 flat top. We've got a 579 day cab, and we've got two 579 sleepers. I think a tall one and a short one. But either way, we've got other trucks. So I'll get those skinned up. Now this engine pack has motors for the 389 and the 579. I haven't heard the 579 yet. I know it's not going to be as angry and lopey as the 389, because the 389, let me get to a straight place and I'll show you. 389 is like a hot rod, man. It's like a weapon. The 579 is it's much more refined. I was going to show you here, but let's see if I do it quick. See if I do it quick. Right. Look at that, man. It's like a thing. So yeah, just those small changes have sort of brought me around. So I guess we'll be keeping it for a while. And if we're going to do that, then we have to make the most of it. And I don't mean that like, you know, what are you going to do? I guess we'll make the most of it. I don't mean it like that. I mean, we're going to try to give it the same come on, the same enthusiasm and like participation as we give BTS. You know what I mean, right? We're gonna make the most of it. If we're gonna do this, might as well do it right, yo. So we'll get our company brand going, and I guess we'll continue doing these episodes as kind of like a counterpart or a bookend or whatever to the ETS bits. Where are we going again? I don't even remember. I thought we were going down the coast highway, but I guess we're not, which is a shame, because it's a pretty drive, but maybe not with 90,000 pounds on it. Let me look over here. Let's see where we're going. Bakersfield. That's unfortunate. We're going to have to figure out what to do with our money pretty soon, because we're making money. We're coming up on $1 million. We're making money faster than we're spending it. And it's not like we're going to level up and get to a certain point where we can then spend it faster. Like, there's really nothing else to spend money on, and there just aren't enough trucks in this game. We're not going to run the 389. We're not going to run the Viper 389. We're not going to run the Aerodet Volvo. And that really doesn't leave a whole lot as far as trucks go. It's just base game trucks. One of my favorite things about the Viper 389 was the sound, and I have to say, this is even better than that. Going to be kind of a quick trip, not as long as some that we normally do, but it's okay. And I didn't really look at the changelog as far as because it was what, 1.3, 1.0.7, and then it was .0.81, and now it's .0.84. I didn't look at the changelog to see what they even did. I think it's mostly bug fixes right now, because they only did a few sort of big things. I know they changed the mirrors as far as like what you can see out of the mirrors. They added the air hoses. They added some trailers. I think those were the big things. And since then, it's just been bug fixes. I would have to think. I mean, when they patch a game, they don't. It's not like they build a patch and then after they release it, they say, oh, you know what else? We should put some, you know, whatever in there. I think the actual content upgrades are fixed per patch, and when they continue updating the beta, it's for things like bug fixes and just to make sure it all works properly. So, right, yeah, just a little quick trip down to Bakersfield with our scraper, like you do. My buddy T-Bones tells me we wouldn't be running something like that. DOT would not want you to do that on a 2-axle truck. They'd want a 3rd axle back there for something this heavy and this long. But I guess nobody told Pavel and those gangsters in the Czech Republic how it works here in the U.S. America. Well, not a big deal. Oh, we need to get fuel too. We'll make it. We got 250 miles in the tank, and it's 137 miles to get there, so we'll make it. Just gotta be more mindful of things like that. Man, I'm so sleepy right now. I shouldn't be driving a truck in real life. I shouldn't even be driving a truck in a simulation. Right. You know, I can feel a difference. Well, I hope I can feel a difference. 300 horsepower difference. I better be able to feel it. But I know we've kind of struggled with these heavy cargoes in the past, and I feel like this upgrade that we got, this new Cummins, I feel like it's just making a meal of it. No issues. And this isn't even the most powerful. This is the 840, and I believe the other, like the engine above this that I didn't use is 1400 horsepower. And that's just too much. I mean, maybe, but I don't know. I mean, I would never want the game to get ridiculous. Now, having said that, of the two, I would probably put a 600 or 700 or 800 horsepower motor in the 579, because it's a bit more of a refined truck. It's yeah. Whereas this 389 is just kind of like a little angry dinosaur beastie. So if we were going to put 1400 horsepower in anything, I'd say let's put it in this thing, right? Yep. But we didn't, and I don't know, 1400 horsepower. That's out there, man. I think 800, even 800, 840, where we are right now, even that's pretty ridiculous. 500, 600, 700 is reasonable. 800 is like next level. And 1400 is not going to go there. We'll stick with this, right? So we'll get this dropped off. The delivery should be a pull-through, so we don't have to back up because there's so many articulation points on this. And I mean, I'll try to swing it through in cab. I had the weirdest thing when I was testing right before I started recording. I had the weirdest thing happen. Several videos ago, I launched in DirectX. I believe when we were starting from Reno or Jackpot, I started in DirectX. And I thought we got a really good render. I thought we had a really good video. And then the next one, I just kind of spaced that and hit the launch button in Steam for the game. And off we went. But I don't know if it, because we selected DirectX manually once, if it goes to DirectX automatically until we tell it different, or if it just picks one, or if there's a default between DirectX and OpenGL. But I felt like it says we can bypass. But I felt like the last video was a little, not cool. Oh, not cool. Not cool. Oh, God. So this time I made a point of launching in DirectX. And it seems, from my house it looks great. I think it's a great render. It's a little pixelated. You look at the edge of the hood by the bug guard. Looks a little pixelated. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. But when I was backing up into the parking space, because I back up into the parking space, and that's where we start our videos, is parked typically at the repair shop after we've slept. I stuck my head out the window. It was raining, and I didn't want to try to use the mirrors because I can't see them when it's raining. So I stuck my head out the window, like so. And my FPS counter still said 55 FPS, but it was like absolute slideshow. It was literally like 1 frame per second. And so I thought, well, maybe I'm looking at a bad piece of scenery, bunk piece of scenery or something. So I went third person above the cab looking back, so looking at the same angle, just instead of looking back from in the cab hanging out the window, I was looking back from over the cab, and it was fine. So I think it may have something to do with that chrome heat shield on the exhaust there. I don't know, but it was crazy, and it was kind of making me crazy because I could not for the life of me figure out what was causing it. And these random road incidents are fantastic. I love this. You have no idea where these are going to be. They're random. Like the game just throws them down wherever it feels like it. I love it. And I am running a mod that cranks up the frequency, so we get a few extra. Right. 34 miles. I'm liking the timing on this video too. I wasn't in the mood for an hour. Loving that exhaust brake. Angry dinosaur. Right. Stop back here where we can see the light. Oh, that wasn't very nice of me. Nah, I guess I got it mostly out of the way. Mostly off the highway. Or off the, you know what I mean. The incoming traffic, oncoming traffic. Mostly in my lane. So I'll keep playing with this skin. I think I'd like to I don't know, maybe put something on the back of the mirrors. Maybe put something on the visor. Now, there's a small visor, a small painted visor that we can kind of decorate. But if we want the low drop chrome visor, there's nothing we can put on there. So we'll see. We'll just keep playing. Like always. I mean, we'll keep playing the sim, but we'll keep playing with the sim as well. Making little tweaks and doodads and diddly-doo. Personalize it. Half the fun of this stuff. I also love the reflections in the air cleaner, and even in the chrome strut for the mirror. I think that's just all loving that detail. I know it tanks my frame rate, but it's worth it. very soon. Damn, son, all I did was just drive here. I haven't been dilly-dallying. Okay. A few more miles, we'll be there. Yeah, this ought to come in at what, like half an hour? It's a little better, a little tighter. I don't intentionally make my videos long. Like I don't, you know, if I do a delivery and it takes 30 minutes, I don't immediately pick up another one and try to, you know, do a second. It just works out that some of my trips are an hour, or 40 minutes or whatever. But I'm not married to it. I just, you know, do what I do. Right. So we're going right there. Beautiful. No whammies, no whammies. And it is right there. You know, there's a couple achievements that I still need to get. I'm just going. There's a couple achievements that I still need to get. And one of them is to pick up at both the quarries in Nevada. But I haven't really been focused on it. Yeah. Maybe. Maybe. Not likely. But maybe. Did we hit it? What's going on? Oh God. Oh. Yeah. Did we hit it? Where did we make contact? I don't know. Are we feeling salty enough to F with this right now? Yeah, why not? That was terrible. I mean, I don't know. I assume all these are doable, but sometimes I don't know how. Loving the stretch on the airlines. I don't know if you saw that. Yeah, the airline's kind of accordion out. Oh, and there's a second setback there. Ah, love it. Love it. Right. No, I cut it wrong again. Or did I? Yeah, I did. Oh man, why is the side of the building all jacked up? And I'd be like, I don't know, man. Somebody must have jacked it all up. I don't know who would do such a thing. Yeah, this is just... Like I said, I assume all of these can be done. You know, that they're not impossible. Maybe they're just impossible for me. Look at this. Look how crossed up we are right now. What are you doing? What are you doing? There'd be a guy in a hard hat running out of the office right now. Running over to me like, what the hell are you doing? And I'd be all, parking. And then he'd like take my keys away from me. Right. And even if we get in here, is it possible? I mean, because we need to like, oh, get it right in here. We're not going to hit the building this time. That's nice. No. No. Ha. Right. It's a Christmas miracle. In April. Here we go. Let's see how we did. Fantastic. Made some money. Oh, hey, we leveled up. Let's, I always do this next episode. Let's go ahead and do it now. We're rich. We don't care about fuel. So we'll go there. Boom. Folks, thanks so much for stopping to check out The Portable Gamer. Thanks for joining us for another episode of American Truck Simulator. And we'll see you next time. Take care now.